Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and this is a review for the new animated film Ferdinand, which is based off of the children's book. And this film has been made around John Cena, the pro wrestler, starring as Ferdinand the Bull, who's a big, strong bull who just wants to sniff flowers and enjoy the outdoors and just live his life and not have to fight. And this honestly was a really heartwarming film. I really enjoyed it, and I liked it a lot better than I thought I was going to. Is this the best animated feature of the year? No. You go, Coco. But honestly, this one's better than a lot of the mediocre animated films we've got this year, because honestly there hasn't been a whole lot of great ones. And I could see this getting nominated for best animated feature if there's not too many global nominations, because honestly this is one of the best ones, which is disappointing because it's not a great film, but it just beat out a lot of animated films in a very mediocre year. Honestly, Captain Underpants, a Lego Batman movie, and Coco are the only ones that I think that I really enjoyed more than this one. And director Carlos Saldana does a really good job of telling the story. It's very sweet, using different kinds of animation to tell flashbacks and stuff like that, to spice it up and not just make this a really generic kids movie, which honestly from the trailers I thought it was going to be. But this is actually really beautifully animated. It looks really good, and I'll talk more about that with the cinematography. But the story was fun. It was nice. It's a little overstuffed and hard balancing all these different characters, but they do a decent enough job. Never felt slow. The pace was very good with this film, and it wasn't too like kids pace where it just rushes through everything. I think moments that needed it got it, and that's a good thing. The tone of this was, there's some emotional moments and it balances those moments with the heartwarming moments, and not all the comedy hits, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But honestly, this film does hit emotionally, and there are some moments where I really felt for Ferdinand and Nina, the young girl who basically adopts him as a calf and raises him. And the cinematography done by Ronaldo Falco. This film is gorgeous. Any of the landscape shots are breathtaking. They really capture this beautiful atmosphere of Spain that they're supposed to be capturing in this film. Any shots of like the countryside and everything is beautiful. They actually used a good use of 360 shots and low angle shots for particular scenes that I thought were effective. The action in this film was decently well shot, and surprisingly there's a lot of physical comedy in this film, and some of it really hits. Bull in a china shop, that's all I'm gonna say. But some of it not so much. It gets a little crazy in terms of the story, which, guess what, written by committee. There's like 8 credited story and screenplay people on this one. But there's some chase scenes where they're like driving vehicles and stuff like that. That kind of stuff bothers me in animated films. Like, it's overdone so much, and it was overdone in this one, but it was fun. There's way too many characters in this to keep track of, and basically they're really shallow, one-dimensional. It's just like, who's voicing that character? Basically the most interesting part of their character. And there's some really funny gags and really funny jokes. Some of it is really childish, and it's a kids movie, but it does a decent job of trying to elevate itself a little bit and dealing with trying to find what you want to do in your life, and finding your purpose is a big theme throughout this film. And the voice acting, there's a ton of different people, and only 2 of them really stand out. John Cena does actually a really good job as Ferdinand. He's really endearing. It's a very sweet performance. He does a great job. And Kate McKinnon's really memorable as Lupe, this goofy goat who becomes his best friend. And Kate McKinnon's doing Kate McKinnon. Not all of her jokes hit, but she does a really good job and brings a lot of energy. Quick shout out to Bobby Cannavale. He was really the only other one with like a really good, potential intense performance, honestly, and I thought he did a really good job as a rival bull. This film is heartwarming and fun and good for the whole entire family. Perfect time. But I was in the theater, there's like nobody there because everyone was seeing Star Wars this morning. But Ferdinand, I thought it was a sweet film, nicely made. I'm going to give Ferdinand a B-.